Hello knitters, this is Barbara Benson, and this time I'm going to show you how I purl in the Continental style. And I decided to make a separate video for this because I actually do purl kind of funny. Well, non-standard, I guess. I purl using the Norwegian purl. So a regular Continental purl, when I first learned, it involves you insert, and then I had the hardest time. I was just so slow and I was so frustrated about it, and I almost gave up on knitting. So I got on the YouTubes and did some searching trying to find an option, and I found the Norwegian purl, and it really saved my knitting life. So this is the Norwegian purl. And whenever anyone sees me doing it, they're like, whoa, there's like a whole lot going on there. And there really isn't. It is a lot more movement, and I don't know that it's any more efficient, because someone who can really purl in the Continental style, they really, they can motor along. But it's easier for me, and it makes it more comfortable. So I'm going to flip over, knit a few stitches, and show you the new Norwegian purl. And in Continental knitting, this only works for Continental knitting. Continental knitting is simply tensioning your yarn in your left hand. This is how I tension it, over, under, and it gives me control. So, to do a Norwegian purl, instead of moving your yarn to the front, like this, you put your needle behind the yarn. Then you insert, as if to purl. You can see yarn's going behind it, in front of the needle. Then you tilt your stitches up, like your needle tips up like this, so they're pointing straight up. Then wrap counterclockwise, just like you're making a knit stitch. Then you rotate your right needle back towards you, and then come up and under through that stitch. And you've made a purl stitch, and it is mounted correctly. Well, in the Western style, because there's different ways to mount it and there's different ways to knit. So let me show you this again. You put your needle behind your yarn, insert from right to left, just as if to purl, up, wrap, back, through, tighten. Okay, let's do it again. Needle behind yarn, insert, parallel, wrap, back towards you, up, under, through. That's the Norwegian purl. So when I get going fast, it looks like this. Now, when I get going fast, you can see I have what I call my helper thumb. My right thumb, hello! My right thumb is my helper thumb. So when I'm inserting, I use my right thumb to pin that yarn so it's not going anywhere. It doesn't slide off, and that helps me a lot. So, Norwegian purl. I have a little bit of yarn right here. One of the big benefits of the Norwegian purl is I have a project I'm working on that I'm doing a wee bit of 1x1 ribbing. Get this here. Where am I? So, knit, purl, knit, purl. And this is where Norwegian purl really is a benefit. Because you're never moving, you don't have to move your yarn to the front, you don't end up, it kind of streamlines everything. It makes ribbing a lot less of a chore. And I'll slow that down a little bit. Insert behind, helper thumb, wrap, pull it through. Knit, yarn behind the needle. See, my thumb obscures it, sorry. Yeah. Wrap, there we go. So that is Norwegian purl, and this is 1x1 ribbing with a Norwegian purl. I hope that you found this informational or entertaining, or both. Please, if you like the video, give it a like, And if you would like to be notified whenever I upload another video or just be able to find me again, please push the subscribe button. Thank you, and I hope you have a lovely day.